This is Brad coming back with more pickled punks.
I give this movie an A.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're going with letter grades.
Unlike you.
I think letter grades are the best way to go.
They're established.
This is, as I said in a previous podcast, curved for such movies. This is not a film that I would objectively give an A, but in the genre of horror / sci-fi, which I guess it kind of straddles, I thought that the twists and turns were compelling. I thought that the main character, Michelle, was sympathetic. I also liked the guy, Emmett, and when he died, that was a sad moment. And not knowing quite what Howard's real motivations were, whether he was crazy or evil or
crazy evil,
a lucky survivor. I like the way that it kept you in the dark sort of the whole way through. Even at the ending, you don't really know what's going on.
Hey.
James. So we're going counterclockwise. I'm going to give it an A-.
It's actually clockwise, by the way.
It's okay.
Clockwise?
It's more like cockwise.
If this is 12 and this is 3 and we've gone this direction, that's clockwise. Son of a bitch. Okay.
I enjoyed watching that.
All right. So
happen.
I give it an A-, and primarily due to I disagree with the decision to have the whole space battle at the end of the movie.
So it would have been an A+.
I understand that it could be there to finish developing the character, but I think they could have done it differently to where it jived with the rest of the movie. It's a movie with 3 characters in it. 4 if you count the voice of Ben on the phone. But it's very difficult to do a 3-character movie. At least to do one well. You see a lot of low-budget movies that have very few actors, and it's hard to carry a scene because you've only got those 3 people to carry the scene. I think each of the actors did a good job in their role. I think John Goodman as Howard was the best decision they could have made for the movie. He did it fantastically. Again, the filming, the scenes, the dialogue, everything. Top notch. I just slightly disagree with the way they filmed the sci-fi battle at the end.
Just
the end.
Brief point. What you said.
A-.
I thought that you said the choice of John Goodman was good, and I approve that it was good. Man.
Oh my God!
It was great because he was
Saul Goodman
from the very beginning. I think that he's scary and creepy, but he's also kind of soft and paternal. So he's scary, creepy, but he's also not scary at the same time. So I think the actor they chose kept you in doubt about his real motives as well.
No, I totally agree.
And he was really, really good at switching between those modes to where, you can get an actor that does the creepy guy really well, but then when he's trying to do the normal guy, it doesn't feel natural or vice versa. But whichever mode his character was in, you believed that was the way this person was all the time. And when he switched between them so rapidly, it kind of shook you a little. Hey, Brad.
Yes.
What would you rate the movie?
I don't.
You don't believe in ratings?
I don't have. Something's wrong with it. Who's grabbing my crotch? Is it you?
Is it you?
Yeah, I would give it like a B+, A-, something around there. It was very good. What I would use to measure it is that I started watching the movie having 0 expectations, and I didn't really know what the movie was about. And after 15 minutes, I actually wanted to continue watching, as opposed to normally I just kind of make myself watch some of these movies. But this movie was actually pretty interesting, and I wanted to watch it. So I was genuinely curious. And as you guys pointed out, I thought the acting was pretty well done.
I was actually good. I was just really relieved that when it clearly was not a hostage saw a rapey movie. I was like, thank God, it's not going to be that kind of movie.
Yeah, I kind of, in my head, I thought it would be more of a thriller movie. The one thing we didn't talk about, might be jumping back, but I never saw the Cloverfield. Is there any connection to Cloverfield, the original? I know it's the same director.
Let me give my rating and we can talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, my bad. It's okay. My rating is
7.
It was almost a perfect movie. I would agree with James in the sense that, like, the last bit required tolerance as opposed to
perfect movie,
as opposed to like acceptance. Like I could watch the first 90% of the movie without having to suspend disbelief. I felt like the main character, the female character, acted as if I would act, not even as I would act personally, but how I would want to act. So it played out the role of, this isn't like some idiot character. They have to yell at the screen to tell them what to do. They did what you wanted them to do. So the majority of the movie was very believable and very fulfilling. The last part where the aliens came, I agree, could have been reconfigured a little bit to make it more satisfying. So that's the one piece that I would tweak a little bit to make it an A movie. So A minus, B plus, basically.
Do you agree with Jim that the director would have been wise to end the film right when she sees the alien craft?
I think that's too abrupt of an ending. I think it's good to have seen her drive away and head towards the danger zone. I think that had value. I think I guess the piece that I found that was silly was her throwing Jack Daniels into the alien's mouth, and that destroyed an entire ship. If this ship has traveled galaxy to galaxy through atmospheres and all sorts of crazy, dangerous, and like unpredictable areas, that booze is gonna destroy it. Even because booze isn't even that flammable.
But there's two O's in booze.
It wasn't Jack Daniels. It was Johnny Walker Black Label. I think that's where the difference comes in.
Either way, it's not Bacardi 151. It's like it's a low alcohol content booze to begin with. So that's why I went back to the science thing.
Movie rules.
That's why I went back to the science thing, because it was a ridiculous way to sabotage a very sophisticated alien
bananas,
race.
Yeah.
So if that part was removed and replaced a little bit better, a movie.
You're okay with the aliens, but you didn't like the scene where she takes out the spaceship.
By the means that she used, a bit absurd.
Okay.
Yeah.